So if you were with us for the last video, you already saw the initial reactions to Skepta's diss aimed at A$AP Rocky and Joyner Lucas, and the most used excuse so far to explain why Skepta's diss track was weak is that it was weak on purpose because it is called Friendly Fire. But that only makes sense if you missed out on the backstory, as this was initially meant for A$AP Rocky up until Joyner Lucas took up Skepta's challenge to clash with an American rapper, and like we explained in previous videos, Skepta's aim to get another rapper to go at Joyner Lucas was clowned on.
When I drop my diss track for Rocky, I'm going to give you 2 bars and then make one of the young G's just rub you up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do all the work that I did for Joyner Lucas to be saying my name anyhow. You know what I mean? I got diss tracks on YouTube with 28, 30 million views, no ad-libs. It's levels, bro.
As users took it as Skepta being scared to go head-to-head with Joyner Lucas, and this reception pushed Skepta to drop Friendly Fire on his own. Now, Skepta's never been friends with Joyner Lucas, so the excuse that it was weak because it is called Friendly Fire may apply to A$AP Rocky, but it doesn't apply to Joyner Lucas. And judging the bars aimed at Joyner Lucas, I got 50 Cent to narrate how Friendly Fire has gone so far.
Like, there's never a moment where you said something and we was like, ooh, bars.
Damn. So as it stands, Skepta is not off to a great start to change the opinions of those who don't respect his UK raps, and Joyner Lucas' comment section has been flooded with users requesting a response, and perhaps the second time's gonna be the charm for Skepta. And while we wait, today we got a couple of more topics to cover, from new music speculations that have hit the web linked to Eminem, thanks to some lyrics on Animals Part 1, and also some posts that have surfaced online. And before we dive into it, at the latter part of the video, we also have a revelation that's put Shady Records under fire, as some users have moved to the point of requesting that they close down the whole label due to the latest news. And we also have more from Jim Jones, who shared his thoughts on the conversation of Pusha T versus Travis Scott. And starting with the new music speculations, we got this from Rakim recently on IG, where he posted a picture with Eminem and added the caption, "What would this song sound like?" And of course, this got the ball rolling, as over on Reddit, for instance, speculations began. I don't know about y'all, but with the JID collab, Metro booming, and now Rakim showing interest in working with M, the idea of M putting out a new album this year or early next year is starting to look more and more probable. Give me some hopium, y'all. And by JID collab, the user is referring to the fact that lyrics on Animals is already getting compared to lyrics on Chloroseptic Remix, and we all know what happened months after the remix dropped. We got Kamikaze. Add this to the fact that this happened recently. Aftermath Records GM and Dr. Dre's manager, Ashley Palmer Gilkey, shared a photo of Eminem on Interscope's building and posted it on IG. Guess who's back? Eyes emoji.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And on Metro Boomin, we already covered the story months ago when he called on Eminem on X, "Somebody please tell Eminem I'm trying to lock in." Now, nothing came of this since, and we even got the death of Slim Shady with no Metro. However, we got this announcement recently of an upcoming mixtape from Metro Boomin titled A Futuristic Summer that included this fine detail: all new cast of artists. So this is why Metro was brought up in that post, since he's yet to work with Eminem, and it says all new cast for music dropping soon. And we also got another one that was posted on Eminem subreddit, although this could also apply to Drake. And the rumor goes Justin Bieber is releasing a surprise album tonight, and this happened. And next week, another surprise album will drop from another artist who will clear 350,000 first week. Any guesses on who that one is? And right now, the only way Eminem clears that number is if he releases physical copies ready to ship day one, hence why this also applies to Drake. And all of these put together, including Rakim's post, has sparked reactions like something has to be up. A lot of M posts lately. And while some believe Eminem is set to feature on the rumored Rakim album reportedly set for August, watch it be an M feature song in Rakim's new album. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on the speculations and rumors in the comment section. And moving on, Shady Records came under fire a few hours ago due to a huge reveal from Grip, reportedly on IG Live, where he revealed that he's no longer a part of Shady Records, and while it looks to be amicable, that hasn't stopped the roasting session that this has caused. On X, for instance, Shady Records is getting cooked. Grip confirmed tonight he's no longer with Shady. Another disaster class by the label. Easy getting the cosign was probably the last straw, and I totally get it if so, and this was just the beginning of a heated roasting session. He dropped such a classic that if the label couldn't get it popping more, he should leave. I'll never get it. Eminem does a feature, but no video. Makes 0 sense in this era, and the initial user expanded. It makes 0 sense. Could have done a Shady cypher with them too, and could have flown them to Detroit to do all of it. I'll never get it. And some believe that it is time we get one of those video essays / documentaries. Downfall of Shady Records needs to be studied, and we even got users out here sending advice to Eminem on how to do better. Moving forward, Eminem needs to stop treating his artists like they are him. He doesn't need the media, but they do. He gives them features, then it's sink or swim from there. I thought it would be different with that kid from Asia. And speaking on Easy Mill, he straight up teased an anime music video for Head Honcho, and it has been crickets since the trailer dropped. And this roasting session has spread across social media platforms, and we even got a whole cycle of life at Shady Records on Reddit under the post "What is happening to Shady Records?" skull emoji. Check it out. Eminem signs an artist. They take a photo sitting in the studio. Eminem posts them on his socials. He appears as a single feature on their album. Never interacts with them again. They leave. Eminem signs an artist. Rinse, repeat. And some users believe it is time for drastic measures. They need to fire everyone there and get new staffers. With their budget, there's no reason they shouldn't have the best PR or promo in the country. And it got even more extreme. They need to shut down the whole thing. They clearly don't care or don't have the motivation to do more with it. And if you want to see Eminem fans cooking him relentlessly, just go under any thread about Shady Records and how they manage their artists. And some have expanded on how loyalty has been a double-edged sword for M. It is not M, it is whatever team is supposed to be doing the ish for the artist. M has some straight-up dumb clowns working at his label apparently, but we know how M is and doesn't like changing the people he surrounds himself with, so someone could be doing a freaking terrible job and he still probably ain't gonna fire them unless they do something completely unhinged like leak his music. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on the news of Grip leaving Shady Records. And moving on, we got Jim Jones out here even after the whole talk about how he's better than Nas that was perhaps the most viral hip-hop discussion a few weeks ago.
What I did for Nas probably never been done for him in his life. He's never been that viral at all, ever. He's never been talked about like this ever in his life. The last time he was in some shit like this where people were comparing is when him and Jay was beating on him. You heard?
And now we got more from Jim Jones, who shared his thoughts on Pusha T versus Travis Scott, and he was certainly more level-headed this time around. Check it out. Jim Jones says Travis Scott is a bigger artist than Pusha T, but he'd rather listen to Pusha T's music.
So you feel like Travis Scott, he a bigger artist than Pusha T?
Definitely a bigger artist. And I ain't taking away nothing from nobody. And I ain't trying to say nobody's a small artist, but I'm just saying, out of the two artists, Travis Scott is definitely big. Come on. You gotta put Travis with the Kendricks and the Drakes, like you dig, like the Playboy Cardis, there's a whole different ball game being played out there right now when it comes to the hierarchy of this industry. You know what I mean? Like some of these niggas on a whole different stratosphere. It takes away nothing from people that are very big artists, but come on, let's be. I mean, a blind man can see that.
But keeping it real, who's the better artist though between the two?
Would I listen to more music? I'll listen to Pusha T music more than I will listen to Travis Scott music. I will go to a Travis Scott concert before I go to a Pusha T concert. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
You heard it, and I don't want to hear nobody talking about hating. I'm giving you niggas real facts. This ain't got nothing to do with no Pusha T shit. You heard? You dig? And I'm telling you what I would do in each situation. But yeah, I'm not really going in my car and going hit no Travis Scott. You dig? But I could hit some Pusha T. He gonna talk about some shit that I really, you know what I mean? Like, but I go to the concert and go crazy with my son and shit like that at the Travis Scott concert because the energy is kinetic, nigga. You can't get away from it. You heard like that shit go crazy.
And clearly, users weren't expecting Jim Jones to give an answer that wasn't controversial, hence reactions like he ain't said nothing wrong, wish the guy asked him who was bigger out of him and Travis than him and Pusha, lol. Oh, that would have got the ball rolling the last time we got this classic.
I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself. Gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats. It's me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like.
And even the art of dialogue is catching strays right now for that question. Them dudes are generations apart and have a completely different core fan base. I hate these dumb bum kids doing these interviews with these goofbomb comparisons, and some believe Jim Jones shouldn't be listened to moving forward due to the things he said about Nas in the past. He's not lying, but I don't want to hear his opinion anymore after that Nas-ish instant credibility loss, even though he's correct about this statement. And that will be all for today, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't, while we await Joyner Lucas' response to Skepta. And I'll see you on the next one.